Hello everyone, thank you for joining me and welcome back to my channel. I saw someone's picture posted on Facebook, and when I saved a screenshot I didn't catch her name, and I really apologize. I can't give her credit, but this is her idea. It is not mine. I'm just trying to adapt it to my page because I thought it was a cute idea. And I've already done the math and cutting things out, otherwise this would be a really long video because my math and planning is not so great. So basically what I did, she had 3 stacks of, what do you call these? Tucks? Pocket tucks? And I went in and chose these colors. I'm trying to use up some of my paper pads, and this is a paper pad too that I love using. So I chose these 3 colors, and what I did, I basically just kind of had my ruler, how big do I want it across the page, and I did little tick marks, and I left the marks there so that I know where to glue things back down, because I always forget and get things all mixed up and out of line, and I can easily erase once I have these glued down. So each one is a different measurement, and it's going to depend on what you like and how far, how big you want them this way. This is just what I came up with. And she had them kind of overlapping. I thought that was cute instead of just butting them up. So I thought it was a beautiful idea. And I went ahead and did, when I measured them an extra 1/4 inch on each side so that I can flip this down, because my pages do get kind of tight, and this way they'll have an easier time, sticking something in there. And it'll bulk this part up, and I can almost cut this part off. I'm wondering how that'll work, because this extra lift here, since I'm going over it, will give it some room. So that is an idea that I might do, but will it make it too tight here? I'm going to stick with this. Don't want to change it on the fly and mess everything up. So, I should have went ahead and, I've got the measurements, but like I said, it's going to depend on how much you want covered. Like this first one was 3 3/8. Let's see. Yeah, well, 3 3/4. Yeah, everything is coming up different. 3 3/4. This one was 3 3/8. This one was 2 1/4. This was, what is it? 2 3/4 plus the half, 1/4 inch, so it was 3 1/4. This one came to 3 inches, and this one came to 3 inches. So, and if you need the measurements again, and you don't want to do me a slow-mo because I'm boring enough, just holler. But like I said, it all depends on your preference of where you want to put things. And since this is kind of plain for me, I found this, and I feel like it really matches the colors, and even this dark one will match. So I want to kind of tear this up. Since everything is going to be here, well, some of that might show. I think I want to start tearing there. So I don't need that top part. Let's see. I wasn't even planning on having anything over here, so I can really just cut it here, because you're not really going to see that, especially when it gets pretty full. So why waste your beautiful paper? I can never do that well. So, oh, I gotta get all this off too. Yikes, I know this is the boring part. I hope everyone is doing well today. I think I have it too hot in my house because my skin is just stinging. And it wants it cooler. I had turned it up to 74 and that was way too hot for me. So now I'm knocking it back down to 71. Okay, I can do down here. Now I know this is going to show, so I want to put some stamping on it. I don't think I want that color. I can just do this, and that brings in the antique feel. So I think that's what I'm going to use. It's called Coffee. So this is my favorite script stamp. Just kind of get it up and around where it's going to show. And maybe down there. Get a little spot there. Ooh, there. Okay. Dab it off in case I use a different color. And that is that one. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and ink everything. I'm going to turn the camera off because that is boring for you guys to watch. And then I'm just going to go ahead and glue this down. And I might need to tear a little bit more off. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and just did a little straight stitch. And I just kind of did a little wavy. And that didn't mess this up. I'll look at that first. Okay, so fun part now. Because I did that, put this over it, I like hid most of my lines, but I see this line here, so I think it's still being able to see this line, and once I get the first one down, I think I should be okay. Now I did go ahead and stain around the edges, you know, to age it up some. And we're gonna see. It's curling because I put a lot of glue on it. Sit down. Gotta remember, okay. Oh, the thing I like to do also is to clip these edges a bit. I can't remember if that helps with the bulk or just hides it, because sometimes when you fold it, it doesn't fold just straight, and you can see that. I don't see it on these, but I'm gonna clip them off just to be safe. You never know once I glue things down how much I wiggle them. Because I press down too hard sometimes. Okay. So this is definitely a do or don't. Alright. And I don't think I need to re-ink. What a mess. Oops. Okay. You go first. Hold you back down. And okay. Now let's start. Oh, almost forgot to do the back side. Alright, so I can see my little mark there. Let's get you down first. And just kind of eyeball how straight it is. And a nice press. Okay. first one down. Successful. So you can go pretty much any which way. I know she had it a little bit that way. That way everything is not just a straight line. And I think I'm going to repeat that just by a little bit. And like I said, I am going to overlap it, because I think that's another feature of her design that I liked. And all I keep thinking is I feel so bad I can't give her credit. Oh. So usually I'm better about that. Even when I do the little samples, they're like these, I try to write their names on it. Just so I can give them a shout out. Alrighty, so you're overlapping and going back a little bit. And I'm just looking at the crease here to see, that's where I'm gauging how straight. Alright, 2 down, 1 to go. And I really like the way she did this one, you know, longer this way. And this was just a little bit in. Okay. Straight line, come on. So overlap and in. Okay, next I'm going to decide what kind of decorations I want to do on it. It's pretty as it is, but to me this needs some decoration, and I had pulled some stuff out and I first started decorating that because it's so cute, or matchy. Then I'm like, well, since this is the plainer one, let's not overdo it. This definitely needs something over there. And this is what I was coming up with so far. So I am going to pause the video because this will probably take me a minute or two to figure out how I want to decorate. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay, so I think I picked or settled for this right here. And I'm going to glue it down so that I can start seeing how everything else will look. Let me age up that little ticket hole. And let's use, we can start with you. Oops, shooting glue all over the place. And while I was doing it, I realized, you know, I don't have to limit myself to that. I can overlap, so remember that too. Sometimes it takes me a minute to remember these things. And how did I want it? I don't remember how I wanted it. We're just gonna glue it down. Now we're gonna switch up to the fabric tack because I'm gonna do the cheesecloth. Where do I want you? Let's get some kind of idea. Okay. I still forgot to fill up my bottle, because once I finished my last page yesterday, I went ahead and started work on my needle turn applique. It's a little kit and it's a Santa. I didn't realize it was needle turn applique. I thought it was another wool, which is easier because I just have to do the embroidery around it, you know, the blanket stitch and stuff. I had to look on YouTube to figure out how to do the little tricks of going around curves and everything with that. Do I have any? I was looking for cheesecloth. There's some pinkish. It's a little mess. Look at you. I can do that. That'll work there. And I can do that. There's the stuck down. And grateful. Do I want anything else with that? Let me see, that just kind of seems a little weird just sitting there. Now it doesn't. Oh, I love it when that works. That's why I have to have everything laid out, you know, in my reach. And you just never know what's going to catch your eye. I mean, I start out laying out things that I think will match, so that makes it even easier. I was grateful. I was a new Friday freebie from G. Kerr on her Happiness and Crafting Facebook group. So be sure to head over there if you like it. She's got great digitals and great videos. I know I followed a couple of her videos for some design. And this is just some cheesecloth that I had dyed with my Lindy's and my Distress Oxides to match journal pages. Here we go. I thought it was going to take longer to figure out what to do, but it's like once I got that first piece down. There, I want you out a little bit more. Okay. Now let's cut this first. It might be hard to get to. My allergies is so bad, it's like my double chin is swollen, so I look like a gobbler. Does that mean I've got 3 chins now if the double chin is swollen? I don't know. I'll have to Google that, huh? There we go. And yes, I do like to make fun of myself. I like to make people laugh. And if I can't pick on other people, then I have to pick on myself. So, there we go. Oh, how do we want this? I don't want to touch that. I don't want to go over that. So, there, squeeze you in. I know you're already thinking, well, what button are you going to use? Are you going to put a button on this? Well, of course. I see one sitting right here calling my name. So, I didn't put it back the last time I made a page, so guess what? And look, do I want it there, or do I want to like strategically place it right there at that join? Because either way is going to be cute. Yeah, I still like having cheesecloth underneath them. I don't know why. Now I'm going to work on putting something in there later, and I might have something up here because I don't think that'll interfere with when I put something there. So I am going to Let me see. Should I put something in there first to see how it fits? So I've got some little tags. And I can use something smaller. Yeah, and I can clip it off. Let's see, do I have little tags? I got something in here. Are these tags? Oh, and there's a little tag. Will it get lost in there though? I think so. I think that is definitely too little. And these are the same. Yeah, it's gonna get lost in there even if I put, well, I don't have to shove it all the way in, do I? I was thinking whether or not to just measure this and make something to size, but we're gonna see what we have first. That works there. And this is just a bunch of envelopes. I watched a tutorial, a bunch of mailing envelopes. And this is what I have my tags in. And trying to find something that could work in there. I have another one. These aren't gonna match. And that's the same group as that. So I think what I can do is cut this down, and that way everything matches, because this came from a set. I think that'll work. Do I want her, or do I want that? Well, I can't cut that off then, because that cuts her off. That's basically the same. I can put you there and have you there. That way I'm maintaining that. I think that was what I'm going to do. Oh goodness. I think I put him in the wrong one. So, we're going to use the chopping board. And how far in do we want it? I know it doesn't go in all the way, so these are all, what I'm looking at is how far out these are measuring. And I can go here. Let's see how that's gonna look. Yep, I think that works. And then, what do I want over here? That'll match. I was looking at these. I think that gray is interfering because let me see what that looks like if I cut this gray part off. I still remember when I didn't think we were allowed to cut these things up. I had to keep them just the way they were. Oh, silly me. Okay. I think this is going to be too big, and it's going to take too much away from that. Here's a smaller one. Let's see. I think that'll work. So once we ink it up, it always helps, so it doesn't just blend into the page totally. I think that'll work. And that adds just a little something extra. I'm going to use this glue to make sure it sticks. That on. Now these do look plain. I'm going to show you what a difference once you ink up tags, your ephemera, everything, including your fingers. Okay, so see, it just makes it stand out. You know it's there. So that's why I like inking and edging, distressing, grunging, so many adjectives. And she already has like a little lace doily there, so I'm going to use that as, you know, the tab instead of putting an eyelet in it, which you can do too, but I think that's what I'm going to do for that. I've got lace up there, nothing down there, but I've got this here, so it looks like it's dolled up enough, and I don't want to put anything so that impedes things coming out. I think I'm going to call it done, you know, for now. I like to add that for now. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry again that I didn't take a good picture of who actually had this idea. But hopefully it gives you a little inspiration. You can also put it on this side of the page. Just make sure you have them facing this way. Don't be like me and have them facing that way, because you'll never get them out. So I really thought about that this time. Make sure they're facing the right way. Okay, so I will see you next time. Enjoy your day and happy crafting. Bye-bye.